Hello there, my name is Lisa and welcome back to my channel. Today I am working with bits and pieces mostly from, actually I think it's all from the Crate Paper range. Hello, I keep saying hello, here and there. And it really is bits and pieces. I'm actually doing this topsy-turvy. I've already created a project which I've scheduled for the beginning of July when I'm away, and I'm actually now filming this video with my scraps for this project. Obviously I'm wanting to create or carry on creating in my traveler's notebook. This is a traveler's notebook that I've set up for our trip this summer, which is coming around really fast. And my idea behind it was that I was actually going to prepare some of the pages before we go away. That's where I've got to so far, and I just thought it would be really nice to come back from our trip and have the area prepared already to stick stories in straight away to really get me started on recording the journey. And the scraps are just so perfect for that, because you've got your traveler's notebook, which is that much smaller than your traditional 12 by 12 scrapbook page. Your traveler's notebook is perfect for using up scraps and bits and pieces left over from other projects. So these are the scraps left over from the mini book project that I have scheduled for the beginning of July. If you don't follow me on YouTube, please do subscribe, and then obviously you will get a notification if you hit that bell thingy there, and you'll see when the video is uploaded. But I'm going to use these scraps today just to do a few more pages in my traveler's notebook. So I'm going to turn over here, and I have got, actually that was from, yeah, I was going to record. I wanted to record a little bit about the planning that we've done for this trip. I've already got a page here, but for us the planning is almost, it is actually just as important as the trip itself. It makes the trip, and I really do focus on the planning, and I spend a lot of time planning because I want to create a perfect trip. So I'm going to use the June and print off a photo from the planning session and use that on this page here. I've cut this piece to size and I've folded it in half, and that will fit nicely in the middle there. So I'm going to stick the June at the top, and then I'm going to add the photo underneath. I've just got another photo printing as well, and I'm going to grab some alphas, I think. Oh, actually, I'm going to write across planning. I think I'm going to do that. No, change of mind. I like the way that the June is written, and I'm going to colour it in yellow with one of my brush pens. And then I'm going to write planning over the top. I don't know how this will look. There we go. So that says June planning. I'm going to cut the vacation out of this. And so I've got this one, oh no, I was going to put this one on here for July planning. Or June planning, that should be, shouldn't it? I've got this die cut here as well. I might actually pop this at the top, quite like that. And I was going to put this one at the bottom. I'm kind of just using up scraps and bits and pieces, and I'll add the photo down there for that one as well. So I've taken a couple of, or rather this die cut. I'm cutting some arrows from this scrap of paper to put on here, and I'm just kind of building the page. So we'll have that pointing towards the word trip. And let's put this arrow down here. This was when we went to see Jurassic World. Let's not cover up the Jurassic World bit. Let's put that here. And I am going to add some word bits, some letters. I do quite like this, but yeah, I think I will actually cut this up. So I'm going to split this up. We're going to have destination at the bottom. Don't need metro, but we'll have time. And I'm going to use this for some journaling here. Have those at the bottom. So I haven't ended up, I think this is the first time I haven't completely covered a journal page in my traveller's notebook as well. I've kind of left some of it spare or empty, but I quite like that. And then I can use that for some journaling there. I do quite like the camera, so let's cut the camera out. And I'm also going to cut this as well. Let's have fun this way. And I may well use the other two on another page. So I'm going to pop that up there. I like how the colours all match as well, bringing the greens together. Actually, yeah, I'm going to have trip. No, let's have the let's go. We at this stage are very much ready to go on our trip now. So that's the page with the journaling filled out and the story behind the photos. And I'm going to skip a page because this is going to be the planning page, I think, with cases and things like that. But what I have got is this here with Let's Go to the Mountains, and we are starting our trip off with the mountains. So I'm going to go over to this page here and do this page now. I'm going to use what's left of this paper here and have this similar kind of design, I think, have it stretching across the middle. So I had this piece of wood grain paper left and I've cut it in half, and I'm going to do exactly the same and fold and stick in place. I like this page, these colours look really nice, and then I'm going to trim these cards down and use these as well. I've stuck both cards either side. And I am going to cut, where are my scissors? Cut a couple of these little strips out to go on my page. And I've stuck some bits and pieces in, left over, and I have one completed page and one page in preparation for our arrival in the mountains in Tennessee. So that's where I'm finishing today, using up my scraps from the crepe paper, what was it called, Here and There. And I really like the idea of actually preparing my traveller's notebook before going ahead. So I'm doing the documenting before we go, and I'm preparing for when we get there. So I really recommend that if you've got a trip come up, it's really fun to actually plan the process of planning the trip and plan ahead so that when you get home, you can just pop your photos and your journaling inside and you're ready to go. Have you got any exciting trips coming up this summer? Do let me know. I love a good trip, I really do, and I love planning them. So let me know. I would love to know what your plans are this summer. Leave me a comment below and please do subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.